By the end of stage 8, Ken was having mechanical problems and his leadership was under threat from Andrew.
Right, Ken, you get bits of trees on that side and you get a mirror bent on this side. You're looking a bit hot.
Aye, a bit hard
Really
work,
good.
that.
How did you get on there?
Oh, I don't know. Not too bad there. We lost 6 seconds to Andrew in the last stage, so it's...
only 2 seconds between you
well,
at that
we lost
point.
when we started this stage, but he's probably taking time off. It's a hell of a slippy in there. So.
Aye.
But anyway, that's
right,
not important.
3 more to go. Keep it going. Okay then, is this crunch time, Andrew? You understand you pulled back 6 seconds on him on the first of those 2 stages.
Yes,
What's the story on this one?
What was the time? This time was 15:05. 8 off him. 8.
On this stage? Yeah. So that's you now 6 seconds ahead?
Yeah.
Great stuff.
There was no stopping some of the later runners. The championship wasn't for them perhaps, but they still wanted to share some of the honours of the Trossachs. Robin Christie claimed he'd had a difference of opinion with Adair and that he'd come off worst, while Alistair Brearley clung to 7th place in his rebuilt Chevette, making a welcome reappearance on the Scottish rally scene. Back at the rally finish in Callander, this is what the 1984 rally season has all been about. And with just 2 stages to go, the deciding round was now a clear contest between the 2 Woods. So the scene was set for the flying finish round the fast 2.5-mile Lianach stage. Ken Wood had lost pole position, dropping valuable seconds when his prop shaft mountings broke, with a dramatic change in what had been impressive stage times. But after quick repairs, he was fighting to redress the balance. But Andrew Wood had the bit firmly between his teeth, and he wasn't going to give up his hard-won lead, which would give him his 4th outright win of the season. Donald Heggie had settled happily into 3rd place, content to leave the Woods to fight over an event and a championship which had been his in the past. Just 1 second behind, George Marshall. And a better performance for Robin Christie, taking his Chevette to 5th place, 10 seconds later. Completing his first rally for a while intact, Murray Grierson from Dalbeattie, a respectable 8th. And rounding off the top 10, Dougie Rear. So, with the light and the weather drawing in, spectators headed for the shelter of Callander, where rally officials were already working with their calculators to assess the final outcome. In the main car park, the first 3 cars pulled to a halt, the end of what's been one of the toughest and certainly most exciting seasons in the Scottish Rally Championship. For Ken Wood, a return to his previous success, getting the best from the Rover, which had spent most of last season developing its potential. Andrew Wood narrowly missed the championship, but he's been rewarded with a General Motors Works drive in this month's RAC Rally. And for Donald Heggie, who's been in the business longer than most, a satisfying finish to another good year.
Well done in winning the event, Andrew.
Thanks. Same to you for the championship.
Unbelievably tight, as you can see.
Right up to the end.
Right to the very end.
The last 3 stages perhaps were the ones that made the difference?
Well, it did make a difference to the overall result of the event, obviously. Andrew managed to win the event and pipping us into 2nd place, but that was enough to give us the championship.
Well, you've won it now twice, and the first time was a clear
very early win. You won
That's right,
after only a matter of 6 events had taken place, and this is you right into the last event, and you had to finish second at this event, otherwise you wouldn't have taken the championship.
Well, if Andrew managed to win the event, which unfortunately he did, we had to finish second. If somebody had told me this morning that Andrew was definitely going to win and we were definitely going to be second, I wouldn't have believed them, but that's the way it worked out eventually. It's close as that.
And there's a certain connection between the World Championship motor racing situation when we find Alan Prost winning an event, the last event in the series, and losing the championship.
Exactly.
And here we've got the situation with Andrew doing just that very thing.
Exactly.
What do you feel about it? Do you feel hard done by?
No, not at all. It's been a good year, and it's a bonus to me. We've come here, we didn't expect to do as well. The first year really a challenge in the championship. We're very, very pleased that we finished runner-up to Ken. I mean, it's been very good. We've mixed it all year with them. We've had 3 wins, so no, we're very pleased.
It's been quite an interesting fact that the cars have not played a significant factor in the championship win or loss, because they've both been particularly reliable, and you both had a good season in that aspect of it. And there we are. Now you must have put in an extremely fast burst coming through the last 3 or 4 stages, Andrew. Would that be right?
Well, when the championship was going further away from us as the rally got closer to the finish, so we decided that we definitely wanted overall honours and went out to get it, and it certainly came. And we tried fairly hard over the last 2 stages. They suited us, they were tight and slippy, came out on top.
Okay, and now we move to the co-drivers, and we find that we're in the same situation with the co-drivers as happened with the drivers, and in fact the 2 respective co-drivers have won and second in the championship, and Peter here with Ken has won the championship, and poor old Doug, who was in a very strong position, has not. Have you enjoyed yourselves, boys?
Oh, it's been an extremely exciting event. Very nerve-wracking this morning. In fact, the championship has been very nerve-wracking from start to finish. Probably one of the closest championships in the country.
I think really at the start of the season I got in touch with Andrew and asked him if he could do the Snowman, which as a one-off. Really from there it's developed all year to one of the tremendous seasons, I think, Scottish rallying.
Packing their cars away for the winter, the service crews can look forward to the same again next year, with plenty of opportunity to get their hands dirty, and already there's a full workload. Well, while we were excluded on time penalties after sliding off in Cairn, performance times are what rallying's all about, and we did finish the last 4 stages.
Can you make sure our times are posted all the same? We've done 8 stages altogether.
Yeah, they'll be up.
Yeah.
You'll get them up.
For Ken Wood, he's back in action next Sunday on the RAC Rally, the final round of the World Championship. For the moment, though, he's happy to call himself Champion of Scotland.